My name is Miriam Pollack, and I'm a Jewish woman, and Judaism has always been a very central part of who I am. It has defined and inspired my understanding of compassion and justice and what our task in this world is, and that is to be co-creators with God and to repair this world. And I've always taken that very seriously. So when my two baby boys were born, I never questioned circumcision because I love this tradition and I love the values that I have absorbed from it. And for many years after that, I could not even articulate the trauma that I felt as a mother, having witnessed this rite on my babies. I didn't know how to even formulate the questions because they were in total contradiction with everything that I believed and trusted. And it wasn't until, well, it was many years later that I finally took a step to start learning about circumcision. And I was devastated. I was really beyond devastated. And my heart has never been whole since. Had I known then what I know now, I never ever would have permitted this to happen to my boys. And I know they would have been Jews anyway because their mother is a Jew and she brought them up with Hebrew and with holidays and with Jewish education. But they would have been spared this massive trauma. And circumcision is trauma. I was told that the foreskin was just a little flap of skin. That's a lie. I was told that it is simply redundant, useless tissue. That's a lie. I was told that since that it's basically painless. That's a lie. I was told that because babies don't remember the pain, therefore it's inconsequential. That's a big lie. What I've learned about circumcision, I've learned a lot. And I know now that the foreskin is essential, highly innervated sexual tissue, that taking it away matters for life. I know that the foreskin covers up to 1/2 of an adult male's erect penis. I know that when that tissue is taken away, that the glans, the head of the penis, becomes externalized, which it was not designed to be, and that as a result it becomes desensitized, it loses its mucosal covering, it becomes thickened and keratinized, and that man experiences a secondary loss of sensitivity, which grows greater the older he gets. I also know that trauma to neonates is highly significant. We now know that the cortisol levels in the amygdala rise measurably and acutely during a circumcision, and they do not go back to baseline on day 1 after a circumcision. They do not go back to baseline after the first week, nor after the first month, nor after 6 months. So circumcision is altering neurological response, and that's very serious. None of these things is a mitzvah, and we need to think very seriously about who is defining the sacred in Judaism and why people feel compelled to repeat what really is sexual abuse and torture of our baby boys. And I know that's very strong language, but when we really look at this honestly, there's no way around it. There's absolutely no way around it. And I remember being so appalled when I learned about the reality of female genital mutilation and thinking, how could anyone possibly countenance such a thing? And once I started learning more about circumcision, which is a euphemism, I started hearing my people, and it used to be me too, say the exact same things that the people who are justifying female circumcision say. It's our identity. It's been done for thousands and thousands of years. This is who we are. We'll be socially ostracized if we don't do it. We will not be attractive to the opposite sex if we don't do it. It's ugly. And now in American society, we say it's pathological. We pathologize the foreskin. And all of these things are false. And we need to understand how we have participated in this. And I feel as Jews, well, a couple of things. One is most Jews don't realize that in biblical times, circumcision involved cutting the foreskin that extended beyond the glands. It was not a full ripping away of the foreskin. Not that that's okay, but it's very different from what has been done since Hellenic times, when the rabbis were very disturbed that some Jewish men were stretching and tying their foreskins because they were being ridiculed by the Greeks who were in that area at the time. And so then they commanded that the new circumcision had to be peria, was a full reaming of the glands and cutting away of the foreskin. And that's living tissue. I was told that wasn't, and I don't know how anyone who can witness a baby experiencing this cannot understand that this is excruciating pain.